I'm really, well, I love Thursday night calls. It's like a women's circle. It's a therapy, but we've got a lot coming up.
It's just showing Trisha, so let me just go to gallery.
Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna do this in gallery.
We have a lot coming up. Hey Trudy.
Hi.
Starting on Tuesday, we have the Soulstice Sync Up, and I can't believe it's here because we started planning it at least 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, we have plenty of time, and now it's here. So if you're doing anything for your Healy business over the next couple of days, it's inviting people to this event, because Kristen was just saying when she was posting like the lineup, it's like, it's jam packed with talent, and we're going to kick ourselves for not having more people on this call. So just blast it out however you can. Tomorrow, Kristen and I are going to go live on either Facebook or Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't figured that out yet. And we're just going to just try to market it as much as possible until it's Tuesday.
Until Tuesday.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions about the Soulstice Sync Up and like the Thursday? Yes.
I do.
Okay. Fire.
I have a question.
Okay.
Who's going?
No.
You can go.
You
can go, Trisha.
question.
Okay. So I'm curious, when you go live, are you able to tag the people in our group?
Yes. I think so. I don't know. I am going to be recording it on Zoom, and then I'm recording it on Facebook's Soulstice Sync Up page live. So I'm going to do it both ways. That's a good question. Oh, here comes Mia. Yeah, good job, Tricia.
There she is.
She is.
She's always good if you remember.
I'm not 100% sure. I would think perhaps when it's live, that
I
you
think
probably could tag.
We'll also
tag people.
put something in like the Vibe Tribe group. Just be like, hey guys, we're going live.
Yeah.
Right before we do it.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if it could be like, you're with blah blah these people, and then I didn't know if it blasts to our pages if you say you're with us.
You know what? Actually, when I shared people's names in this group, I think it did go on people's individual pages. So, yeah.
Anna, do you know now that you're taking pictures of us?
Smile.
The ladies look amazing, by the way.
I know. Pepper looks like she got a new haircut.
Oh yeah, Pepper, you look like you have a new haircut.
I have a question. You've got me on a 10 a.m. Pacific for the group on Tuesday. How do I get on? I mean, what are you going to give me? I need a link or a Zoom or something. And does somebody introduce me or help?
Yes.
We will introduce you.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's just the link that is on the flyer. What we'll do is make you co-host.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not going to be challenging. It won't be difficult. We can always,
Yeah.
You know what? We could do a little test run if you want, Pepper.
I would like that. Yes. Yeah.
That would be smart. We can
It would be very smart.
do that tomorrow. We're just going to be here at the loft working on stuff. Let's play with that tomorrow.
Okay, so yeah, definitely. Okay, that sounds really good because I didn't know. Also, if you're sending the ads, I didn't notice that there was a share button. Do you have, can you send one with a share and I just press it and it goes out?
I can see if it's public.
Yeah, because that's what I would like.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to make some notes so that I follow up with this. Yeah.
Are you having the loft open on Tuesday, or that's just you two that are going to be there?
I mean, you guys can, anyone that wants to come, you can come. We'd be more than happy to have you support us. So
Okay.
we could just chill out, you know, and then you can come and go as you please.
Yeah, I feel like I have a window to come over.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Post public. Public. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then test.
I think
Yeah,
that's a
'cause
really
I-
good idea what Pepper said as well, because then people everywhere can see what's going on, you know?
Yeah, I have a whole, I'm doing a thing with a gal on the 23rd, and she's got a list of like 500 people, and I would love to get that to her so that she can share that. These are people, she teaches Qigong, and these are people that are right up our alley. So, you know, if anything that you can do to help me with that, I would be delighted.
Yeah, I'm gonna see right now if it's even on your. No, it doesn't look like it's on your page. Okay. Anna, did you get anything on your page? Is she on here? She gone.
Oh, Anna?
Yeah.
What do you mean? On my page?
Oh, I couldn't see her. She was right in the middle. Yeah, I was able to tag certain people, but I wasn't sure if like the individual photo of you on the Soulstice Sync Up page, and I said meet Anna Zahn.
On Facebook?
Yeah, did it show up on your Facebook page?
I haven't checked Facebook. I'm not super active on there, but I can check that now.
Okay, check it and see if it showed up. Because Pepper, I think when I was trying to add your or tag your name, for some reason it wasn't coming up. I don't know why.
Sometimes
It could be, I don't know if you spelled it Frey, but there's an E on it in Facebook. Pepper J Fry, I think is what is on there. You might try that.
Okay, all right.
sometimes with Facebook, when you tag people, they have to physically go in and like accept it before it'll post to their page to be.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
I can't
heaven's
do it.
sake.
It could be like a security setting issue too.
Oh, I see. Okay, because yeah, it was weird because I know like even Devin, I couldn't tag her, and I knew I was friends with her, so it was it was like some people it was no problem, and other people I was having issues. So that's probably why. So thank you.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I'm not tagged in anything.
What? Yeah. So you could always screenshot that, and you know, well, you would probably have already been posting it, but for Pepper, I can email you that, Pepper, and then
Excellent. And
Yeah.
I'll get it out. That would be very helpful.
and you can invite anyone to the Soulstice Sync Up Facebook page. I invited all sorts of people that aren't in Healy. So just invite, you know, all your friends. And this is going to be a really great way to help promote it. And then we'll put the recordings on there, and we can put some lives on there, and we can share what we love the most about it. You know, so we're really marketing people that aren't necessarily in the Healy group, you know, or have a Healy yet.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we have, starting on Thursday, we will have the 12-week wellness opulence program that also 12 weeks to fall in love with your body. We didn't really make that clear, but
Yeah.
basically it's going to be a really deep bioenergetic detox and an education series. It's going to be really amazing. So just for us general, I don't know if anyone else is going through dark night of the soul, just me.
You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey sisters,
Hey, we love
not
you.
alone.
Yeah.
Not alone. Hot mess express over here. So it's so divinely timed, because like we need to go inwards right now.
Yep.
We are being called to do big things in this world, and it's brutal. It's brutal.
Yep.
Everything around us is just falling, and
Apart.
we have to stick together. We have to go inward. We have to take care of our bodies. We have to trust ourselves, trust our intuition. That is like the biggest thing that I'm getting right now. Trust your intuition, follow your heart. And how can you do that unless you know your body, you know your intuition, you know your what your heart is trying to lead you to do. So it couldn't be more synchronistic for me personally.
Yeah, no, it really is.
So I'm grateful to do it with all of you. Does anyone have any questions about that?
I do. Will there, for on Solstice Sync on Tuesday for the Solstice Sync Up, will there be like a little bit like of a deeper discussion to prep people for the 12-week? Like, are you going to discuss it at all on Tuesday?
Yeah, we're gonna, in the very beginning, when Kristen and I come on, we're going to, and then each time we actually need to reach out to every single person and tell them like to keep it like 45 minutes. So we have that little 15-minute window.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're a speaker, we want you to, so on this call, I think it's Pepper and Anna. I don't think there's anyone else, but if we could try to stay at like the 45-minute mark, so we have 15 extra minutes just to like, get the next person on. And so we will be, Aubrey, we will be talking about the 12 weeks throughout. Every opportunity we get to say,
You start a big game, you gotta be ready to clean it up.
I don't know.
Okay.
Who's that Zoom user?
Who's the Zoom user?
Who's the Zoom user?
Totally thrown off. Yes, we were going
For yourself.
we are going to be talking about the 12 weeks throughout. So yes.
Okay.
And like Kristen said, this is going to be recorded, and so it's going to go on our website, it's going to go on Facebook page. It's going to be a tool that we can use like over and over and over.
Good.
So it's very exciting.
I know. It's gonna be really fun.
It's going to be really good.
And what I'm gonna do, this is kind of strange, but not really. After each session, like the first segment, the first hour, we're going to quit Zoom and then come back on again, because that way I'm not recording like 9 hours worth of stuff and segment it. It's much easier segmented, so I can just share. So hopefully the gods are, there's no Mercury retrograde and everything's going to flow, but we just go with the flow, however it goes. And so I'll be stopping the recording, and then I'll stop the Facebook Live. You guys don't have to worry about that, but we're just going to keep coming on again and just coming on, like coming back on to the Zoom. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's probably not going to be many people that are going to watch that whole long period of time, but we are going to be on it the whole time. So we're going to have to have some food near us, and
it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
I need it.
I think now I'm looking forward to it, just seeing all you guys and talking about it. And it's just been so much stuff happening recently.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
oh my God.
I'm called to read this card right now.
Oh yeah, you too.
So this morning, like I said, going through it right now, guys. And this morning I was like, I need to pull a card. And I went over to one of Kristen's card decks and pulled a deck that I had never, maybe I pulled it one time here, but I'm not familiar with it. And I pulled this card. It says Initiation by Fire.
Of course, listen to Pepper.
Listen to Pepper. And I'm going to read it to you. Initiation by fire is a life-changing spiritual cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. Allow the power of divine fire to clear and purify you inside and out. This is not a time to hold on to anything, no matter how much you once believed you needed it. In letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined, opening to fresh blessings and new life. You are like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. You have the spirit of the phoenix in you. You are able to rise again and again, even if at times all seems lost. You are guided to remember this, and you are now being spiritually cleansed through initiation by fire. During such times, you will feel that you are being asked to let go of relationships, situations, sometimes even jobs, attitudes, and belief systems that you have relied upon until this point. You might have unintentionally placed more faith in that person, place, belief system, or identity than you placed in the divine. You might have held on to them rather than allowing the divine to guide you. This can happen easily on the earth plane. Sometimes these attachments become confining rather than supportive. In such cases, you will need to free yourself to continue your life journey. During the initiation by fire, all such attachments are burned away. A new life is a blessing, but that doesn't mean it is easily won. Sometimes the process can be challenging to the mind, even whilst the heart trusts in what is taking place. Whatever has been your stronghold in life, such as family, a marriage, job security, a talent, or something that you have used to define your sense of self, will be where the fire burns brightest. Those areas will be transformed. Letting go and allowing that to happen to the very parts of your life that you are most protective of can require deep faith. You have to remember that love is real so that you can hold on to your courage whilst you let go and allow the divine to have its way. Remember that the power of fire is destructive only in part. It also stimulates rapid new growth. That's the end of that sentence. Healing will arise in whatever area is being transformed. It is not only an ending, but also a beginning. This experience of initiation by fire is the divine making its presence felt in your life. It will be one of the most freeing and empowering experiences you'll have whilst in the physical body. It may ask you to confront fears and insecurities as you learn to trust the divine unconditionally. Know that the universe will always provide for you and always in the way that is best for you, even if you don't understand why it needs to happen the way it does at this time. Keep your eye on the inner transformations that are occurring, rather than fearing the outer changes. The universe loves you and holds you in high regard. Remember this and trust. Initiation is an advanced spiritual lesson. You are being honored by what is happening in your life now. You are strong enough to get through it and thrive into new life, like a radiant phoenix triumphantly emerging from the sacred fire. And the invocation, through my own free will, I choose to trust in the sacred fire to cleanse my soul, my body, my mind, and my body. I have the spirit and power of the phoenix in me. My spirit will be triumphant, rising up out of the sacred divine fire. So I surrender my life into the holy fire of love. That which no longer serves me may be cleansed from my being, and rapid growth of new life can flow through me. May I be held in tenderness, mercy, and grace. As I successfully pass through the initiation by fire into the loving, fearless power of my own divine nature, may all beings through divine mercy be free to love. So be it.
Wow.
So we are here together during this time for a reason, because if we weren't together right now, I know I personally would cave. I know I would cave, but I have you guys as support. And I know that I can get through this because of this tribe. I know that I can get through this. So if you guys are feeling the same way, please share with me, especially because I know how it feels. Like I know how it feels. So yeah, wasn't expecting to go through all of that, but I felt called. And
Yeah, I think we could all just
I saw
resonate
hands
with that.
I saw hands going up.
So many levels.
yeah.
So I mean, it's a heroic human journey to be alive right now, isn't it?
Yes.
It really is. And you know, it's interesting. It's initiation by fire, and we're coming into the summer solstice and the sun.
I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
it's all the fire element. It's burning shit away.
I didn't even
you know?
think about that.
Yeah. And so powerful, powerful stuff. Yeah, I'm just so honored by this group. I spoke with someone that I really love. She's like from another soul sister group before we developed this. This was years ago, like when I was studying feng shui, and I had all these friends on the California coast, and they were like soul sisters like you. And then when I came back to the East Coast, my heart ached because I was like, oh, they're all in California, and we didn't have this kind of thing. But I did a lot of traveling back and forth, and I did a lot of pilgrimages like to Ireland and Glastonbury with all of them, and you know, just really sacred sites. And did a lot of work with them. And then I kind of like got out of that group, and then time went by, and then this group developed. But anyway, I reached out to one of the women that I shared with her today, Healy, for the first time. She's a brilliant acupuncturist, Chinese medicine. She's an amazing, amazing woman, and I can so see her in this tribe. And I shared the photo of the Soulstice Sync Up of, you know, the people, and I just said, and this is just a small amount of all of us, like there's so many more that, and I said, you would know. And I'm like, you don't know any of these people, but it was like this really weird deja vu, like she already knows all of you. And I just can't wait for her to be in this group. And it's just happening in this really synergistic way that we're all coming together so naturally to be part of this group and support each other. And the Soulstice Sync Up is, I think it's going to just be this whole new thing that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that we can just share it to the masses, and people will just get a taste of what we offer. And people don't, it's like they just want whatever we're providing, that energy. It's not necessarily like trying to sell a Healy. It's just about what this vibe is and this frequency. And Healy has just been touching all of us on so many levels. And so it's just so exciting.
It is. And I just saw the vision again, and people have been saying it, like at this time, there's this bridge, and we need to bring them over. We need to bring them over, and they wouldn't otherwise come because it's hard. It's scary. They feel alone. They don't have a support system. They don't know what to do. If they leave this situation, who are they? What are they going to do? What's their security? Like they don't know. So we have to grab their hand by literally showing them that we're here, and then bringing them to the light, bring them to our side, and we'll all benefit. Like we will all benefit. It's a little rocky right this second, but it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
There was a couple, someone was asking about, like, I think it was maybe D was wondering about like, what to say if someone's like, well, what is this? What's Healy? What's the vibe tribe? So I kind of wanted to take, I just like had this download, may I wing stuff.
No, I love it.
I kind of wanted to go around and just like call on people, put them on the spot and be like, hey Anna, what's Healy? And let's just like play a game and just see what people say, because something might resonate with someone and be like, oh, I like that. Or someone might be like, oh, I really need to work on this. What do you think about that?
Yeah, if you guys want to do it.
Okay. Anna, what's Healy?
Oh gosh, what is not Healy?
That right?
Oh wow. If I had to describe it just from my experience using it, I would say that it's been a way for me to reconnect with myself in a deeper way, through frequencies and biofeedback of the information held within my bioenergetic field. That's kind of how I've used it and experienced Healy. Most of the time I would go to basically what it's helped me with to help explain it. But there's so many things that it's helped me with. So it all depends on who I'm talking to, because, there's probably something it's helped me with that resonates with the individual that I'm speaking with. But that's kind of like, if I had to kind of sum it up, I could always go into the scientific, nerdy stuff, which I love, which sometimes can be overwhelming, I think. But
unless you're talking to another science nerd, leave that out. I said, unless you're talking to another science nerd. Like,
yeah. No, I would say that's kind of my description of Healy.
No, I think that was really great.
Super great.
So let me put you on the spot again. What's the vibe tribe?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the vibe tribe. I love that question. Thanks for asking. The Vibe Tribe for me, if I had to describe it, is a collective group of individuals that are really here to raise the vibration of the planet together, and reconnecting through frequency, but also the Vibe Tribe to me is this collective that holds space for each other, and a space where we learn, we grow, we expand all together as a soul family. And that's kind of how I see the Vibe Tribe. And it lights me up when I think about the Vibe Tribe. Like literally, I can't help but smile.
I mean, the way you said, you're like, oh, the Vibe Tribe, like,
Yeah.
like all you have to do is be authentic when you're explaining what Healy is and what the Vibe Tribe is to you. You don't need to explain the science. You don't need to explain that the Vibe Tribe is a business model that's, you know, direct selling and all of that. Like, you don't have to get into that. It's just, what is it doing for you?
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that. That was
Yeah.
really super helpful.
It was really good. And recently I just said it's like having a doctor, a therapist, and a medicine cabinet in your pocket.
I was
You
about
know?
to ask you what your
Yeah,
answer is.
I mean, that was like just one really, I mean, it just depends on who you're talking to. And, you know, just, I think every time it's something different. A quantum self-discovery tool, like it's been amazing to learn more about myself and see where I'm out of alignment and bring me back to this wellness and resonance. Like, you know, it just depends on who I'm talking to and how I what I say.
My go-to is, I say it's a microcurrent device. Do you know what microcurrent is? And I ask them a question. And because I am very, very familiar with how microcurrent works now, it's what I do. So that's pretty much what I say. Ask them a question, because I'll sometimes I even say, you don't know what microcurrent is, do you? Like, instead of saying, do you know what microcurrent is? I say, you don't know what it is, do you? Because nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows what it is.
Right.
So, and then I go into, is anyone interested in my explanation of microcurrent? Okay, so I say, so our body is made up of cells. All of our organs, our systems, everything is made up of cells. And these cells are all firing at a certain voltage. And the voltage of a healthy cell is 70 millivolts. When that voltage begins to drop because of life, stress, environments, toxins, accidents, diet, the voltage begins to drop and you begin to see things show up in the body, you know, skin issues, headaches, pain. As it continues to drop, it then turns into disease. And so what microcurrent does is it uses frequencies, specific frequencies, to direct your cells, instruct them on how to get back into balance. And so your body heals itself. And that's what I say to people. And they're like, oh. And I've said it so many times that that's my gig now, but you know, you just have to find what works for you. So if that resonates with anyone, use it.
Right.
And one of the reasons why I say that is because of how I use it in my business. People are coming into a chiropractor's office, so they're looking for more of like a scientific explanation rather than me being like, oh, it's going to help you tap into your intuition and your spirit guides. You're about to, you know, start hearing messages from the divine. Your whole life's about to change.
Your whole life's gonna just
all of your relationships are going to crumble.
Get ready, it's gonna be fabulous.
Want to buy one? Oh, it's good to joke. It's good to joke. Okay, let's put more people on the spot.
Well, and Dee, you know, it was we were talking. You posted such a great video. Just like, look, Kristen Wister, I'm doing my first Healy.
That was really awesome.
Which was really smart. It's like, just get out there and just do something. And then people were like, oh, what is that? Or, you know, is this, you know, what are you using it for? And I know that you're just kind of like, how do I respond to people? So.
Right. And because it was such a public space, Facebook, right? So when my friend was like, what, she said, what even is this? LOL. And in that moment, I was like, I know I'm already identifying what it is for me. And I just lost my Healy virginity the other night, you guys, in the presence of 34 other people on a call, because I ran my first program when I was on a call. So that was like, I was so excited and feeling, just really excited about the fact that I was doing it. And that's why I took the picture of myself and I was like, look, it was almost like, look, mom, I did it, because I was able to get, finally got myself all hooked up and set up. I had some hiccups getting out of the gate with setting it up. So, but no, yeah, that's why I went to you, because I didn't know, like, I didn't want to say anything incorrect, because it's not a device that heals. We can't make those kinds of claims. So I think initially I was asking, like, is there some sort of statement that Healy wants us to say when we're using social media like this? But, I did go in and DM'd a few people privately and was able to just share some of my own story from before Healy. And a lot of my friends know what I went through with Lyme. So, yeah. So, and it's funny because having the soul tribe is so important to me. I mean, even though, like, I've known you, Kristen, for a long time, but just these several weeks since first reconnecting with you at your house, and the people that I connected with there. I mean, it's just, that's the beautiful thing. And that's when it's so authentic, because we're all taking this journey back to our true self. We came here as our true self and we unlearned all of it as we grew up. And I just so believe that that's one of the pieces that this is about. That's one of the parts of this, just one very small part, is that this is a walk back to who we really are.
That's
And
such
it's
a great
awesome
line.
You always say that. I mean, that's even a great line right
That's
there.
a great line.
Wow.
It's a tool to help you walk back to who you truly are.
It is, because how often do we all find ourselves in a space and we're like, how did I get here? How did I get here? How did I make those choices that brought me here?
Yeah.
And, sometimes the things we lose in our lives, we're losing them on purpose, because we're not losing them. They're being removed because something better is coming.
Oh, then this is like,
Yeah.
oxygen. This group is
Yes.
oxygen to me.
Yes. And it frees us up, because we've all, for whatever reason, trauma, heartache, whatever woe we have experienced in life, each one of those little woes takes us away from our center, takes us away from our true self, the spirit that we came here to evolve into. And life so hits us and knocks us down, and we forget. We forget all the beautiful, spiritual, divine truth that we came here with as infants. All the intuition, it all comes with us. It's just, we just unlearn it. So I'm so excited to be learning things with you all and to be here with you ladies, you sisters. It's beautiful.
I want to comment on a couple of things you said. One was, I don't want to say the wrong thing to someone. Everyone hear me. You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person or the right thing to the wrong person. There is a girl, Jessica Hess, who's
I so believe that.
Yeah,
Completely.
very successful with Healy, and she's not someone that anyone thought would be successful. But what she is a very, very intuitive person. And she says, I don't sell Healys to anyone. People's future self already has a Healy, and all I am is the bridge that connects their future self to the information that they need to make the decision that they've already made. So if you reframe, reframe how you're looking at people. So when you see someone, stop looking at them as a potential sale, or maybe they'll really like this, or look at them as this person's future self either has a Healy or they don't. And then just ask the questions to find out what information their future self needs. You can even say that your future self probably already has a Healy. What information do you need? What are you looking for right now? I'll help you get there. Yeah, those those things. And then also Dee, you came to an event, and that's how you came to be here. So invite people to events. Build this business. If you're going to build this business from event to event, and right now that event is also Sync Up. After that, it's every single Thursday for the next 12 weeks is going to be an opportunity to learn about our bodies. I mean, there's going to be so much information dispensed over the next 12 weeks that it's just going to be magical. So if you don't know what to send people or what to say, just invite them. I can't even really explain it right now. It's this tool I'm so excited about, but come to this event, you'll learn more.
Yeah, and I just keep thinking about you, and I just wanted to reach out. You've been on my mind. That's an easy way to also just share with someone. And I just thought you'd be interested in this. I'd love for you to come. I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, it's weird. Like we all go through flow, right? We go through these ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's like, gosh, I feel like I'm on fire and everyone's like coming to me. And then other times it's like this lull and nothing seems to happen. So it's all good. We experience all this stuff. And then recently this higher self thing, I kind of just like tap in like a prayer, just say, who do I need to reach today? Like who is interested in Healy, and how can they be, put them in my way, just bring them to me. And so it's just like giving it to God, giving it to source, like, and then sometimes I'll have specific people. And this one person I spoke to today, for some reason, I had a little block, like I still have blocks on certain people. And I just thought, oh, she might not be interested or whatever. And, but it ended up being the most amazing call, and she totally got it. And it was such a flow, such a beautiful, beautiful flow. And then I just with kind of releasing to spirit, to God, just, okay, just, I want to create at least 3 new people this month. Just, show them, bring them to me. I bumped into someone in a grocery store, and I wasn't even sure if I really wanted to talk to her, just because I was busy and preoccupied, but we ended up having a conversation, and it was just really casual. And then at the end, she said, hey, I saw you posted, you had a big event at your loft. I've been following you. I'm starting a new practice and I'd be interested. And it was just so bizarre how it was like, I wasn't even sure I wanted to talk to her. And I kind of was like slightly avoiding her just because I was preoccupied and whatnot. And then she was in line. I'm like, I guess I'll stand behind her and just have a little more small talk. And then it just happened naturally. She brought it up to me. So yeah, it's just been flowing so much recently because I'm kind of just letting go and just allowing God to bring these people, the ones that are meant to be. Yeah. And then having the higher self conversation. Sometimes I'll just, if there's someone in particular, I'll just talk to their higher selves and be like, hey, do you want to join me in this? This would be really cool. I could just imagine this would be great for us. Like if you're in resonance with me, let's connect somehow. And then I might take an action step, or they might just reach out to me, a Facebook post or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is crazy when you start using Healy, like how quickly stuff like that works. Like you think about someone and then they text you like an hour later.
Yeah, it really is calling in the divine audience. I love that. Yes, tool to true self. I love, yes.
Is that what you say, Megan, when someone asks you what Healy is?
Calling in your divine audience.
No, it was Tracy that said it's a tool to true self, which I absolutely love.
Oh, yeah, I do love that. I love that.
Interestingly enough, most of the interactions that I've had have kind of been more of those like, oh, I really don't want to talk to this person about Healy. I work in an environment where there's a lot of men around, and not that I have any problem with men connecting with this or coming into it, but it's just not my current space of safety. So I always wear my Healy, I'm at the marina, and they'll be like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, it's my personal bioenergetic frequency device. And they look at me like, what? So, and then I go, basically it just scans my body to see where I'm out of alignment and what frequencies I need to bring me back into alignment. It's really super cool. And they're like, okay, can I get my boat? You know, it's like, so, you know, maybe if their wife was with them or something, it could spark something else, but it has given me a little bit of practice just to kind of spit that out, and like just smile. And some people kind of go, all right. And, you know, maybe they'll circle back later when it is time for them to be my divine audience. But for me, the divine audience has always been more of that like mutual, someone's seeking and I have something to help them that they're actually looking for. Whether that ends up just being through, you know, general spiritual guidance in a post or actually becoming a client, it's like it helps me remove that kind of pressure. Or like you were saying earlier, you know, it's not about, oh, is this going to be a client or a customer? Do I have to sell to them? I just talk, you know, talking in most cases comes very naturally to me. Gift of gab over here. But what I haven't really done much of though, and again, I think because of who my current audience is when I've been asked is talk about the Vibe Tribe. You know, that hasn't come up too much. But when I have talked about it, I just say that, oh my gosh, you know, it's this incredible group of the movers and shakers that are here to birth a new earth. It's what we're here to do. We're here to usher in the new earth. And again, some people then are like, wait, what? But it's usually in that case, you know, a woman I'm speaking to, and they're like, wait, I want to know more about that. And it hasn't gotten a whole lot, gone a much further in that, but it's still nice to see the reaction because you're just planting seeds. I don't need to convince anybody to do anything. Just feel me, you know, that excitement. Yeah. I love this story with Dee. Like I want to become Facebook friends so I can see this post, you know, of her with, you know, I'm doing my first Healy, like that excitement, that natural energy, people will feel it and they'll either be drawn to it or they're like, oh, she's too airy fairy or whatever. And it's all good. So that's what I say.
I love that. And if you said that to me about it's this bio, it brings my body back into alignment, I'd be like, really? Tell me more. Like, so right. People like us. And then, but you could, like I was thinking sometimes like when I'm running a program, well, I was wearing it today because we went out last night and we had several drinks. And so when I was on the Zoom call with my friend that I said, yeah, I'm running the liver program because I'm helping my liver with the drinks that I had last night, you know, or, you know, I'm running a program for pain, or this right now, my stomach's a bit of a mess. And instead of popping a pill, I'm using the gastrointestinal program, like something really simple, like straightforward. That's also another way to address kind of more basic people sometimes.
Yeah, and basic people.
Or you know
I invited a girl that I know through a client of mine to the event. She didn't end up coming, but I invited her to the event and I was like describing like all the things that it could do. And I know her because she's a client of mine. So she would come in like after happy hour, like often. And then I see her at like wineries. She drinks a lot. And I know she was going through a rough time. And I was like, just going through all the different things because I know she's into beauty too. I'm like, oh, there's a beauty program, there's a this, there's a that. And she was like, cool. I was like, there's actually a program to help with hangovers. And she was like, tell me more. So like, you just need to like understand like what it is that somebody's looking for. If someone's in pain, tell them that it helps with pain. If somebody, you know, has skin issues, tell them it helps with skin issues. You don't have to go into all the mental balance and, you know, all the meridians and all that stuff. Just put it like, attach it to where they need it.
What are the hangover programs?
Well, first of all, run the liver program before you drink. The liver program in Meridians, run that before you drink. The alcohol intake program, that's in digital nutrition. So you would have to have Tracy, and I think that you have the professional. The alcohol intake program in digital nutrition will counteract any alcohol, like whatever it is. So, looking good, girl.
Yeah.
So like if somebody's drunk, it'll sober them up. If they're hungover, it'll help with the hangover. If they're, you know, it's a sugar imbalance or something, it'll help with that. So that's a really good one. But yeah, running the liver program before you drink has been helpful.
And then Mia says, we've been trained not to be rude, pushy, or in someone's space. What we need to realize is we are withholding healing technology from that can change their life, which is so true. It's like, it's going back to that mission, or that like, why am I doing this? And that's what Taryn did. It was like, she saw the vision, she saw what it was all about. And that was her driving force to just continue to share from her heart what she really believed this was all about. And that was always her driving force, always go back to that. And no matter how many people say no, it doesn't matter. It's just like, just keep going, just keep sharing, however it feels natural to you.
Yeah. Who's praying for this? That's
Yeah.
what they kept saying.
Yeah.
Who's praying,
Who's praying for this? Yeah. And that could be a beautiful prayer. God, who's praying for this, and how can I serve? Like, just going back to that inner higher self alignment. It's all about alignment, isn't it?
It is, which is why we're doing the Soulstice Sync Up.
And I loved hearing all of these beautiful words that everyone's putting in here, because it inspires me, and I'm writing them down. I just think they're beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like we all feed off of each other.
Well, we're coming into the last 10 minutes ish
Yeah.
of the call. Does anybody have any questions about the solstice? Yep, Pepper. Oh, you're muted.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
One thing I was going to say about the Vibe Tribe, because you guys had asked me, what name to use, and you gave me a couple names, and I said no, and then I was on the call with Brittany, and she says, "What about the Vibe Tribe?" And I worked that out, and I don't know how many of you know anything about master numbers. They start out with 11, 22, 33. The Vibe Tribe is a 44. Now, what that means is it's sustainable well into the future. So the other thing that I found, that I've done a lot of the name decodes for many of the folks in the Vibe Tribe, and I'm finding that almost everybody has a destiny of a master number. This is so rare, I cannot even begin to tell you. It's mind-boggling to me that when I go into a session, okay, where's your master number, and we've all come together because we have a vision that's higher for mankind. We know that we're here to evolve, and that's just a part of our makeup, and the way that we see the world, and the reason that we came. So to me, that I think Healy has a master number 2, and I know that Healy also is 6, which is primary healing in itself. You just couldn't be in a better place, because everyone is kind of shining and rippling out the energy of higher consciousness. And the more people that we have, that's going to start being around the world. And that's where Healy is in all these countries. So it's like you just couldn't be in a better place. So I just had to put that out there for you guys.
I so appreciate that.
Yeah, your wisdom is,
gosh,
we're so grateful
so
for it.
invaluable. I always love showing off everyone in the group, and I'm like, we've got Pepper, the numerologist. She's amazing.
Well, I love doing it. So anyway, and it's just when stuff comes up, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I've done hundreds and thousands of readings over that time. And I have never seen the master numbers and the high vibrations on people that have started to come about in the last year. I am just, I get bored really fast. And yet with the numerology, numerology. Every single reading is like, oh, let me tell you, you're going to be so excited. And, you know, oh, really? You know, it's just so much fun. So anyway, I'm just loving people and the energies, and the Healy for me is the doctor in my pocket. And it, you know, intuitively, what is it I need today? And it's just magnificent. So one thing I found is the defense one, and it, you know, with all these strange planet lineups that we have had, I was doing defense program daily for a half an hour, so that the Mercury retrograde and the Saturn and all this stuff, we've got a lineup on the, I think it's the 23rd of 7 planets in a row. Now that is a tremendous pull of energy. So, you know, I recommend to all of you that the next few days you run that defense program, at least the 26 minute. I think that's enough, but on the 23rd, you may even want to run it an hour, because that's 7 planets all lined up.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, how often does that happen?
I would like you to say that on the solstice. if you
Okay.
can.
Yeah, yes.
You can remember
Share
that.
I will gladly do that.
Yeah.
Okay, real good. So
Thank you,
that's just what I had to say.
Pepper, is that the flare that you were talking about to me on my call? You said like 2 weeks ago, there's a flare in 45 days.
It's said that we will have a flare. And, you know, with the universe, we never know what the timing is. It could be, you know, with all of that amazing amount of energy just in a line. Woo! I just can't even imagine what the energy is going to be, right? And I can't really say what's coming. I can only say what many astrologers have said, many light workers have said, many people into ascension, that there would be, we've had many solar flares, and you know, any one of those could be enough to stun our bodies into a higher vibration and even wake up many of the sleepers. So I can't say for sure. I can only say that there's a population that's really feeling that that's might be coming. That's all I can say.
And it happens fast, gang.
Oh yeah.
It happens fast.
And Dee just said, God is gathering his children so that we can be here for each other, but you have to help those who are still asleep or unaware to the age that is coming. It's coming whether we're ready or not. So like just feeding right off of what you just said, Pepper, it's so true. Yeah.
And I wrote that before she said it. And when she said the word asleep, I was like, I got a big, gigantic yes that came up.
I know. It really is so true about so many people that are asleep, and having just deep compassion and just praying for those to, you know, however we can touch them on any level, just to help everyone collectively.
And have patience.
And have patience. It can be challenging for, you know, it can be very challenging because that's when we get into division and all that. And it's like, know that, you know, they know not what they're doing. And it's like, we're holding this consciousness for everyone to come aboard, and it's taking the higher road all the time. Yeah.
And that's why the Soulstice Sync Up is so important. Not just the day, the 21st, but the 12 weeks. We're doing it together. It's almost like we're one big person, and we're all working on our organs at the same time.
Wait, what's I was just thinking of Star Trek, the Borg or something. Do you guys remember that, where they were all like all one? We are one, and they're all like, no, it's that I'm dating myself. Anyone else know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know.
We are one. We're all doing this together. No, it's good. It's going to be amazing.
Who's excited about the Soulstice Sync Up and the 12 weeks besides?
I was excited for Tuesday. Is Tuesdays? Am I right?
Yes.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I just got asked to travel on Tuesday. I'm so
Have to?
yeah. Yeah, so I will watch what I can watch, and hopefully it's recorded and I can watch
It is.
what I miss.
It'll
So
be recorded.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah.
Who has people that are coming? Who has invited people to come?
You know, we don't know, you know, and we haven't sold that many tickets, which is weird. It's kind of like, but you know, these
I mean,
kinds of
it's
things,
free,
people are
but-
like last minute kind of thing. So
Yeah. So
yeah, it is free.
let's just push,
Yeah.
share, share, share,
Or
share,
not,
share.
or not even push, but just share, and
Not
just
push. We don't like that word.
Yeah, no, we don't
Sorry.
like that word. Let's just
Share,
like,
share,
share it like
share.
sunlight going out and just attracting everyone.
Oh, Kristen.
I'm feeling very spirit arm, just the higher essence is coming through.
I need more of that in my life, which is why I'm sitting here.
We should put the Soulstice Sync Up into the coach program.
Oh, good
Mm.
idea.
And frequencies for the day.
Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent, excellent.
Let's do that.
Just a thought.
Yeah. I like
I've got a gal that I'm doing a program with on the 23rd, and she is a Qigong lady. She asked about Healy today. She has like 500 people on her list. So I really have to get that so I can get it to her so she can put it out there. These are our people, you know, so
I'll email it to you, Pepper. So you'll
okay.
have it, and then you
All
can
right.
copy and
Great.
paste it for yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. And I put all the links on the Telegram group and the Vibe Tribe group too. So, but if you want me to email it, I'll email it to you. So, yeah.
If everyone right now, just think about one person's name who you're like, this person should have a Healy, or this person would love the Soulstice Sync Up. First name that pops in your mind. Trust it, write it down, share it with that person.
Yeah. I'm going to do a lot tomorrow.
You
'cause
are
I
gonna
haven't really promoted.
Well, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go live.
Yeah, we're going to go live tomorrow. Yeah. So we're going to share. Yeah.
Oh, well, ladies.
Tracy, did you have a question? I wasn't sure if you did. Because you're, yeah.
No, I was just, yes, I've been telling everyone, and I've got a gal who registered recently, and yeah.
Nice.
Great.
And Tracy, you missed, we were talking before you hopped on about for speakers. What we're gonna do is just have like make you guys a co-host. We'll do an introduction of each speaker before you go on, like 5 minutes before you go on. We'll intro you and then we'll make you a co-host. All you have to do is log into the Zoom and then accept being a co-host, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll play with it with Pepper tomorrow, and we'll get all the things
Okay.
down.
Great. Yeah, I did want to ask, but I thought I'd ask offline. But thank you for bringing me in. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, ladies.
Good.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
For like, I have a PDF printout for like cheat sheet notes, just for, you know, what I'm going to be talking about. Do I give that to you to